Welcome to this video, aims and objectives of yoga therapy. This is going to be a very important video because it will include all the important foundations as far as yoga therapy is concerned. What are the aims and objectives is going to be discussed and much more. So what will be covered today? Aims and objectives of yoga therapy. What does yoga therapy includes? Yoga therapy progress. What are the benefits of yoga therapy? What are the goals of yoga therapy? What are the aims of yoga therapy? And what is the relationship between yoga therapy and the modern medicine? Let's look at all these points one by one. So, aims and objectives of yoga therapy. See, yoga is fundamentally a spiritual discipline and a liberation philosophy. So, a yoga therapist should be a yoga teacher first, because if he is already a yoga teacher, he will be able to understand the yoga therapy techniques in a much better way, and that will help him to understand how yoga therapy is closely related to yoga. So yoga therapy is a slight modification in the asanas, pranayama, depending on the medical ailments that has been faced by the individual. Okay, and the aim and objective of yoga therapy is to support a natural healing while giving uh, the patient the benefit of mind body awareness and also self realization. Yoga therapy is also called as a yoga chikitsa. Okay, and it has been a part of our tradition since ages. Intelligent practices will allow the practitioner to not only come out of the stress related ailments, also he will get a good understanding, a good awareness about his own self. Let's go to the next slide. So what does yoga therapy includes? See, we have to understand that it is important to remember that the goal of yoga therapy, now there are various goals of yoga therapy. So the goals of yoga therapy will be specialized to an individual, because an individual will be facing the issue and then he will take yoga therapy depending upon the problem he is facing. Some might go for yoga therapy if they have got a back pain. Some might go for yoga therapy if they got a knee pain. Some might go if they're actually facing a high blood pressure issue or some other kind of medical issue. So the goals and the reasons for what a person will go for yoga therapy is going to be an individual. Okay, so yoga therapy is a type of therapy that actually uses yoga asanas, pranayama techniques. It includes guided meditation, and it helps the person to integrate his mind body awareness so that the person can actually have a balance at all the levels of the human existence. All the sheets of existence gets balanced in case of yoga therapy. So yoga therapy actually helps a person to improve his not only physical health but also his like mental health. Okay, next slide. Yoga therapy progress. See, yoga therapy has been a part of our like, tradition since ages, and it is being a very important part in our culture as well. Since early 1900s it has been like well known, and T Krishnamacharya played a very important role in order to popularize the yoga therapy. Okay, next is what are the benefits of yoga therapy? Okay, now what are the benefits of yoga therapy? Now there are numerous benefits of yoga therapy. Yoga therapy can easily be combined with the allopathic medicines, and whenever a person combines yoga therapy with allopathy medicines, the rate of rehospitalization dramatically reduces, because it empowers the clients to be more aware about their whole health, and they can prevent many of the ailments. So the person become very much conscious towards his own health, because he knows the importance of the health, and he becomes alert in terms of choosing his habits, in terms of choosing of food habits. Eventually he adopts the healthy habits. Giving clients empowerment with the yoga therapy help the client to develop the awareness and the importance about their own health, and having more and more like empowerment given to the client. Even yoga therapists gets a lot of understanding, because even they can take care of their own health while they are actually empowering their own clients. Okay, now what are so let's look what are the primary goals of a yoga therapy. Yoga therapy generally helps to eliminate, reduce and manage the symptoms that causes the suffering. So as we know that nowadays more and more people are facing a problem of the where the root cause is at the mental level. So yoga therapy is very effective when the problem is actually a stress born. It can handle Yoga therapy can handle stress born ailments is a in a much effective way. Yoga therapy also helps in improving the functions of the different organs of the body. It also helps in preventing the ailments coming again and again, because it actually reduces the root cause of the issue. So you can say yoga therapy also acts as a preventive in a way. It also Yoga therapy also educates the practitioner, or you can say the learner, so he becomes fully aware about his own health. Yoga therapists also make aware the practitioner about his health, so he becomes very conscious about his own health. It also helps a person to improve his relationship towards his healthy body, and it enables the practitioner also who is taking the yoga therapy to be his own best teacher and healer. It also helps to share the knowledge of yoga and guide the learners in a way that they are able to spread the awareness of yoga to more and more people, helping themselves to live a vibrant and a fulfilled life. Okay. Now, what are the primarily the aim of yoga therapy? See, primary aim of yoga therapy is to contribute to the integration of the personality through the healthy body-mind awareness, which is obtained by promotive, preventive, and curative methods. See, when we talk about promotive methods, it actually promotes the healthy habits in the individual, and yoga therapy also includes the element of preventive aspects. So a person who is taking yoga therapy on regular basis can get the benefit of preventive aspect of yoga as well. And curative aspect is also included, because yoga therapy helps to reduce the disturbance at the psychophysiological level. Means at the like mental level, whatever like problems the person is actually facing, he can reduce his problem. So in a way he is actually working on the root cause of the problem rather than just working on the symptom, because symptoms are just a manifestation of the root cause and the origination of the problem is in the mind. So yoga therapy is highly effective if that problem is related to stress borne, and as we know more and more like medical problems are now getting under the category of stress borne. So under this scenario, yoga therapist will have a very important role to handle such cases. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Okay, now what is the relationship of the yoga therapy and the modern medicine? See, the study of anatomy physiology is a great meeting point of modern medicine and the yoga, because modern medicine have done a lot of research, and they have divided the body into they've actually broken down the body from systems, organs, tissues, cells, and then to the billions of cells. So in a way yoga therapy because in case of yoga therapy, which actually include the concepts of panchakosh, which includes your physical body, that is your annamay kosha, pranamay kosha, energy body, manomay kosha, mental body, vigyanmay kosha, intellectual body, and anandmay kosha, your inner self, or your inner core. So a modern modern medicine can understand the importance of all the layers of existence and not just the physical body. It is also helps the medical professional to know that we are not just a one body organism but a combination of 5 layers of consciousness. So that's a very good like meeting point between both of them. So that's a very good meeting point of allopathy and the yoga. We are a manifestation of the divine that has not only the physical body but all the layers of the human existence. So if we really want to have a healthy body, we need to be healthy at all the levels of the human body, not just physical. So that is a very good aspect of yoga therapy which is there, and modern medicine can really learn from that. And understanding of the nadis, chakras along with the physical body will help the medical professionals also to like realize their own self, and to also realize how yoga therapy works on the mind and body. So in a way it is going to give the practitioner also a good experience. Even a yoga therapist, if he is also a medical doctor, then he can actually get a lot of experience about how yoga therapy works. Okay, long before it was discovered that a matter is a form of energy that is vibrating at a certain level, yogis in India have realized that there is a manifestation of the mind body, and that manifestation is the ultimate power or energy. They realize that if you want to really want to discover your true self, you have to raise your consciousness, and the raising of consciousness, the yoga plays a very important role, because wherever your focus goes, your energy goes. If you focus your awareness on the finger, the blood circulation to the finger is getting increased. Okay, so this is an just an example. So yogis are very clear where they put their focus, because if they know, if they have their focus in a place which is not going to help them to get connected to their own self, then they will be wasting their energy. So they have to be, yogis have to be very very careful where they put their mind and body, because wherever they put the mind and body, they are going to get that kind of experience, and there will be change in their behavior accordingly. So they are very very careful where they put their focus into it. So yoga is a science because it can be easily verified. So yoga is an art also. Yoga has the capacity to move either side by side with modern medicine, or it can work independently for certain stress related ailments. But for certain conditions, if it's like accidents or injuries or infections, allopathy is the best for that. So yoga therapists should be very clear about the aims and objectives and the limitations of yoga therapy, because if they are aware of the aims and objectives of the yoga therapy, then they can actually guide the patients for some conditions where allopathy is going to be the best. So they will have that understanding that some conditions allopathy is good, and many of the conditions yoga therapy is good. So I want you to just go through the video again, listen to it, understand the concepts in it. You don't have to by heart anything, but you should understand the concept, understand the relationship of allopathy and yoga, and just like mention in the comments what are your top 5 takeaways, because this is an important topic for your examination, and it will lay a very strong foundation if you want to be a yoga therapist in future. Okay, and any of the like queries you have, just update in the comments. You will also find a quiz below. Try to solve that and update your marks below that, so that I will also have some understanding what you have actually understood in this entire video. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video soon. Thank you.